Here's how to use the ruler postulate to measure line segments and to tell if they're congruent. So first of all, what is the ruler postulate? And I mean, what even is a postulate? So first of all, the big thing to learn in geometry is that we like to give really fancy names to obvious things. And the word postulate, honestly, this kind of just means an obvious thing. A postulate is like a rule in math that doesn't have any proof, but everyone accepts it as true. So just think of a postulate as just something that's like extremely obvious. Like for example, that 1 + 1 is 2. So to show you how the ruler postulate works, let's just go ahead and first show you how to measure this line segment. All we have to do is line up the left part of the line segment with the left side of our ruler. And then we can look over here and see that this is 3 centimeters long. So here's where the ruler postulate comes in. It basically just says that we don't need to start at 0 to measure a line segment. So for example, instead, we could just start the ruler at 2 and we could still measure this line segment. All we have to do is see that the line segment goes from the number 2 to the number 5. And so to find the distance, we just need to subtract the bigger number and the smaller number. So to find the distance between 2 and 5, we just need to do 5 minus 2. And 5 minus 2 is 3. So the line is 3 centimeters, which we already found. But the ruler postulate can actually be used in cases where you don't have a ruler. Well, let me go ahead and show you how that works in a graphing problem. So here's the graphing problem that we're going to be using the ruler postulate for. Basically, we have 4 points here, and we're going to draw a line segment, technically not a line because it doesn't go infinitely. We're going to draw it between A, B, and we're going to draw it between C and D. And then we have to tell if they're congruent. So let's just start by plotting these points. Plotting points is a really important skill to have in geometry, so I'm going to briefly go over how to do that. So first, let's go ahead and look at A. The letter next to it is basically just the name of the point. So when we plot this point, we're going to put an A next to it. And the first number of a point is always the X, and the second number is always the Y. So let's go ahead and look at the X first, which is 5. X is left and right. So when it says 5 for X, that means we need to go 5 to the right. If it was a negative number, then that would mean we go to the left. And then here we have our Y value, which is 2, and Y is up and down. So because we have 2 for our Y value, we have to go 2 squares up. And now that we've gone 5 to the right and 2 squares up, we get to put our point right here. And because this is point A, we're going to go ahead and label it A. Next, we're going to go ahead and plot B. So remember that it goes X first, then Y. So X is 1, which means that we need to go 1 square to the right. And then Y is 2, which means we need to go 2 squares up. And then we'll plot a point right here, and we'll call it B. Next is C, which is -3 and 3. So our X is -3, and remember that X is left and right. So when you have a negative X, that means you need to go to the left. So we need to go to the left 3 boxes. And then our Y is +3, which means we're still going up. So we're going to go up 3 squares. And we'll put a point right here and call it C. And then finally, we have D here, which is -3, -1. So they're both negative. -3 is our X, which means we need to go 3 squares to the left, just like before. And then -1 for Y. Remember, Y is up and down. So when you have a negative Y, that means you need to go down. So we'll be going down 1 square. And we'll put our point right here, and we'll call it D. So we've plotted all of our points, but now it's time to answer the question, which is, are line segment AB and CD congruent? So remember that whenever you have something that has like 2 letters and then a line above it, that's basically telling you to connect those 2 letters with a line. In this case, a line segment, because it's not going infinitely. I do have a full video on how these little names work for lines and line segments, so if you're interested, you can watch the video on the card. But basically what this is telling us is we need to connect A and B together with a line. So let's go ahead and do that. And then it says we need to connect C and D with a line. So we're going to do that. And it's asking us if these are congruent line segments. So the word congruent basically just means the same, like they look exactly the same, but you are allowed to rotate them. So for example, these 2 triangles here, these would be congruent because even though they're rotated differently, they're the same size and the same shape. So you could just rotate this around to look like this one, and therefore they're congruent. So in this case, these lines would be congruent if they were the same length. And the way that we can tell if they're the same length is with the ruler postulate. So we can just imagine the numbers on the graph like a ruler. So we can see that this point here is at 1 centimeter or 1 box. And then this point here, A, is at 5. So we can use the ruler postulate And imagine that this is a ruler where we started at 1 and went to 5. And the way that we figure out the length is by just doing 5 minus 1. And 5 minus 1 gives us 4, which means that the length of this line segment is 4. I mean, yeah, you could have just also, counted the boxes and been like 1, 2, 3, 4, and that also gives you 4, but we got to do things the more complicated way. So now let's figure out the length of CD. If CD is also 4, then these two line segments are congruent because they're the same. So for this, we're actually going to use our vertical ruler, if you want to call it that. So it looks like one end of our line segment on the ruler is at 3. And then the other end is at -1. So again, we're going to do the bigger number minus the smaller number. So our bigger number is 3 minus our smaller number, which is -1. And in this case, we actually have two negatives, and two negatives make a positive. So this is going to be 3 plus 1, which is 4. And both of these are 4. So in this case, yes, line segment AB and line segment CD are congruent. So now you know how to use the ruler postulate to measure line segments and to tell if they're congruent. But the ruler postulate is not the only postulate. Yay. There's actually a really similar postulate to this one called the segment addition postulate. So if you want to learn about the segment addition postulate, you can watch this video right here. And as always, if you have any questions about this video, go ahead and leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to answer your question. Thanks for watching.